Hello, I've just come in from the garden, and I got me Ian's Grow Your Own up here. But this is Ian's POV. I should have changed it over before I start. Oh, I've been out tidying the garden up and just doing some thinking. I don't think Burnham is good for us at all. Now, Claire Rayner had to resign because she didn't pay £40,000 tax on a house she sold. Oh, lo and behold, she's now looking after housing. You can't make this up, can you? There's another minister who's a convicted fraudster. So she can't be trusted. She's a crook. She's back in the government. Oh, come on. How can you have any respect for these people? They make the laws that govern us. They break the laws that they make, and they just continue on as normal. This is a communist dictatorship. This is how it works. Do as I tell you, not as I do, or whatever the saying is. It stinks, absolutely stinks. Stinks to high heaven. And Burnham is up to his eyeballs in it. Oh, I was listening to the Daily Espresso podcast. They're talking to one of the reporters from the Express. He reports. Now, I got no proof of this at all, but this is what he said. He said that there's a secret plot by the people that have been ousted by Burnham with Keir Starmer to discredit Andy Burnham. You can't make it up, can you? So you've got Rachel Reeves, you've got David Lammy. Hello, who else is in the gang? They are going to undermine Andy Burnham because Andy Burnham plotted to get rid of Starmer. So you've got a government that was infighting to get rid of Starmer. Now they're infighting, what, to bring Starmer back? But definitely to get rid of Burnham. All the opposition got to do now is to sit back and wait. And just help it along a little bit. Just wait and see what happens. See, if the Conservatives and the Reform Party start having a go at the Labour Party and they look like they're winning, Labour Party will join together. And they'll defend the Labour Party. But if there's infighting there and they're going to discredit Andy Burnham, then it might be better if the opposition just took a step back, just relaxed a little bit. Oh, yeah, push a little bit, but not too much. Let him have his honeymoon period. Is that what they call it? And let the infighting in the Labour Party continue. What we've got to do is see what comes out of it. Anyway, I don't think we've got a legitimate government. Burnham has not been elected by the members of the Labour Party, which is what the Labour rules say. He's not been elected by the people. Yet he's coming up now with policies that were not in the Labour manifesto. He's got no mandate for any of the policies that he's saying. He's going to cut VAT off electric. Great. Everybody wants cheaper electric bill, and I've got no problems with that. but it has not been okayed by Parliament. He's announced it by a press release. He's going to home the house. He's going to house the homeless. Yeah, great. I'm all for that. But once again, it's an announcement by diktat, not by Parliament. Burnham, until September, until he goes to Parliament, is now a dictator. It's my phone. I'll be back in a minute. Isn't it absolutely amazing? I'm doing a video and my phone goes. Right? Energy efficiency. We'd like to come and inspect your place if you've got solar panels, or we're going to help you out with your energy bills. Wow. This started when we sold our old house. Now, we sold our house and we had to get an energy efficiency certificate, which we had to pay for. Cost us a couple of £100. And the guy came down and walked us through it. So we had a few electric fires. We had a coal burner in the kitchen and a Rayburn, and we had a wood burner in the lounge. And he saw that I burnt wood. I had stacks of wood and I had stacks of coal. He worked out what we would use during a year, and then he told us what we would save with this energy efficiency crap. I worked out how many cubic meters of wood I used, and I found out what the carbon equivalent was of that, and the carbon equivalent of the coal. Now, I burn a ton of coal a year, and I got pallets that I stack the wood in. So they're 4 foot square, and I worked it all out, and I use about 2.5 during the winter. If it's a cold winter, it may be 3. So I worked it out on 3 lots of wood, and I worked it out. I worked all the figures out. And what I was using and I hadn't burnt a ton of coal. I had 3 or 4 sacks of coal left on the side of the coal bunker. I hadn't burnt a whole ton, but I worked it out as a ton, which is what I would normally use during a cold winter. And 3 lots of wood. That came to the exact figure they told me I could save. If I did what they recommended, that's what I would save. So this energy efficiency, it's a bloody scam. They haven't got a clue what they're talking about. If I know what I burn and I work out the carbon content, and their end figures end up the same figure as I am, I'm already energy efficient. It is a load of junk, but because I got this energy efficiency certificate, my phone number is now on the ether. And I get cold calls. I get about 1 a week. Oh, it's energy efficiency. So I just said, well, that's been dealt with. And the other one is phone bills. Electric companies want to change. My wife got caught out about 4 years ago. She had a company phone. They said, we're your new electric company. We've come to introduce her. And she fell for it. She gave them our details. And instead of paying EDF prices, we were paying double for our electric overnight. It took us 3 months to sort it out. It was a scam. And this energy efficiency is a scam. This net zero is a scam. Oh, we got a new energy net zero zealot in the Labour Party. Net zero is a scam. It's a lie. It's false. It does not exist. What they're doing is using the science that was done by a guy called Mann in America, a climate scientist, and the University of East Anglia under Dr. Jones. And they came up, they measured the ice, the carbon in the ice, they measured the tree rings, and they produced models, climate models. And they were funded by a government scientific agency. So it was third-party money going to them, not direct from government. And they were being ordered and controlled by the Met Office. There was emails released. Somebody hacked the university emails. Now, either it was a whistleblower that let the information out, or it was hacked by somebody outside. But we got the emails. They were talking to each other about how to reduce the decline when the temperatures got cooler. They also discussed how to level out the medieval warm period, because they didn't want to seem that the Earth has been as hot as it has, like it is today. This is like the medieval warm period. It's happening again. It's natural. It's not because of CO2. It's a con. It's a scam. But the damning email was in the contracts. There was an email to the university telling them not to make the models up, but not to make them up with scenarios that show business as normal. So the Met Office told the scientists to fix the figures. And the government has been going on this since then. The Tory government and now the Labour government. It's a con. Anyway, that's it. That's me. That's my say. It makes me sick. Because I know it's a con. I've seen the emails. I've seen the science. CO2 levels have been falling for over 40 million years. 40 million years ago, CO2 levels were 2,500 parts per million. Today it's only around about 300 parts per million, but different surveys are giving different figures, but it's around about 300. And some people are suggesting we ought to be creating CO2, not trying to capture it and put it in the ground. Anyway, this is Ian. Bye-bye for now.